Hello, I'm Liana Francisco. I'm a grown unschooler, and I help parents transform their thinking so that they can confidently parent without school. If you're new to unschooling or maybe just exploring it, you might be wondering, how do I know they are learning if there are no tests or grades? It's one of the most common questions parents ask when you're leaving traditional school behind. So today I want to help you shift from a school-based mindset to a trust-based one. We'll look at how learning really works without needing external measurement and how you can see it happening in real time. So let's start with a little bit of honesty. That question, how do I know they're learning, comes from a system that taught us not to trust learning unless it's measured. But here's the truth. Learning is natural. It happens all the time. It's not something you can always capture in a score. Think about how your child learned to walk or talk or sing their favorite song. There was no tests, there was no grades, but there was a lot of learning. When kids are curious, they learn deeply. And when they're allowed to follow their interests, they retain what they learn because it matters to them. So let me share with you a few signs that real learning is happening in your home without ever needing a test. First, they ask questions. Curiosity is the spark of learning. When your child says, why does that happen? Or how does that work? That is learning in motion. Second, they make connections. Maybe they're watching a documentary and suddenly they relate it to something they heard you talking to grandma about. That's critical thinking. Third, they can explain things to others. So when your child teaches you something they've learned, whether it's about Minecraft hack or why cats purr, they're not just repeating something, they're actually learning and they're understanding. And lastly, they create. So drawing, building, writing, making up stories. Creation is evidence of their absorption, of imagination and application. Oh, and actually, here's another one. They get obsessed with things. You know those times when your kids get really, really into something like dinosaurs or baking or anime? That deep dive is a very powerful form of self-directed learning. But here's what might be really behind that question. If I can't measure it, how do I know I'm doing enough as a parent? And I want to tell you very gently, but clearly, your job isn't to measure their output. It's to create a rich, safe, responsive environment where their learning can flourish. So that means listening, asking questions, offering support, and sometimes it means letting go of needing to see instant results. Learning doesn't always look productive. Sometimes it looks like playing. Sometimes it looks like staring at the ceiling, processing an idea. And sometimes it looks like failing at something again and again before figuring it out. Tests and grades can't always measure that, but you can witness it. So if you still want a way to reflect on your child's growth, here are a few things you can try. Journaling your observations. What are they into? What questions are they asking? What are they building? You could do a photo or a video log of some sort. You could capture pictures of their projects or videos of conversations you were having, experiments you were working on. You could also do a portfolio of some sort, either digital or physical. Let them collect the things that they're really proud of and put them somewhere special. And you can have conversation check-ins. So talk with them about what they're learning and loving. It's a wonderful way to get deeper connection with your child. So this keeps the focus on that growth and not compliance and comparison to comparing themselves to other people. So how do you really know they're learning? Let's recap. You see it, you feel it, you live it with them. So unschooling invites you to trust what's happening beneath the surface, beyond the tests and beyond the gold stars. You know they're learning because you'll see them becoming more themselves, curious, capable, creative. And that's the kind of learning that lasts a lifetime. It teaches them how to learn into their adulthood. So if you've made it to the end of this presentation and you feel like, gosh, everything you've said, Liana, I still don't think that my kid is learning, then connect with me. Check out my one-on-one coaching packages. I have all sorts of options for us just to have quick, free conversations or larger coaching containers for us to be in together because I can help you create a plan where you can get yourself and your child back to confidently learning together. Just look in the comment box below. You can find the links to connect with me directly. If this helped you shift your perspective, I'd love for you to like this video, subscribe, and share it with another parent who is questioning that old system. Thanks for watching and keep trusting your kids.